Hello everyone, and welcome to Topological Space. This is one of the walkthrough videos that I'll be doing, and today I'm actually going to walk through the level editor because I feel like as much as I enjoyed making it and as well as I've made it, I think it might be a little confusing to see how it works. So when you go to the level editor, you get three options here. You have Make World, Load World, and Play World. Make World is where you actually make the levels. Load World is if you have a code for a level or world, then you can load it into the level editor and keep editing it from there. And Play World is if you have a code, then you can actually play the person's level. So today I'm just going to go to Make World to start off, and we're going to see what happens. You're immediately brought to this screen. So let's talk about what's going on here. So we have some icons here for the start and end. You can drag them around. But they will automatically snap to a certain place. And to figure out how you can do that, there's this grid option here. And basically the start and end will always snap to one of these intersections. It'll just move to the closest one. And you can overlap them as well if you want to. It's not so bad. So what else do we have here? These are all like the ground tiles that you can place. So I can start with this one for right now. I can place down some ground. I can make some really cool designs with it. The thing is, though, is that when you move the start and end pieces, they will automatically clear any ground that is near them. The reason this is to prevent any glitches or breaking of the game when you accidentally spawn into the new area. So conversely, you also can't place ground over these things, but you can just move it out of the way and then replace the ground there. So the level I've made so far is kind of garbage, so I'm just going to click this trash icon right here. That will clear the whole level. And for a lot of the other stuff, you could really just look at this question mark box. That's where I should have started you off with. This basically describes everything that you can do. You have the ground tiles, you can click and drag the start and goal. You can read all of this, but I'm going to describe it all anyway. But to leave this menu, you just simply click anywhere. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a level, and I'm going to walk you through it. So I can just make whatever I feel like. I might decide to put some interesting stairs here. I might put a ledge up here because, as we know, topological space works in that you can loop around the play area. So I'm going to block this off as well. And in fact, I might as well. I actually don't want that to be filled up all the way. So this is basically your eraser tool. It looks like empty ground, but it works the same. So you can just erase ground like that. Okay, so what I'm aiming to do now is I would like to test my level. And ordinarily what you would do is press one of these two buttons. However, you notice that they're a little grayed out or ghosted. So that means they're not clickable. And the reason why is because I want you to save your level before you actually test it. So you can click this icon up here, which saves your level. Okay, so here's the deal. This normally does not happen, so we're going to have to think about what happened. I'm going to have to test that out later. So, assuming that the level does not take that long to save, which I will fix once again, we can click one of these buttons. This one will play from the current level, and this one will play from the beginning. Since I've only made one level, there is no difference. So I'll just click one, watch my level get built, and then I can play it. You see that I start and I can end at the same point. The same points that I put in my level, I can just jump around, do whatever. If I tap this down here, I can just immediately go back to the editor without any issues. I'm going to turn the grid back on again because I think that makes things look nicer. So at this point, I would like to go to a new level, because what I have set up for you is you can make a chain of 10 levels in one save code. So the way to go to the next level is to click this blue icon here, which will only appear if you have saved your level. And I predict this will take a while, but I don't really think it should, so I'll have to fix it. Okay, that did not take as long as I thought it would. So here's what we have. This is level 2 of my world. I can still drag the goal wherever I want. However, I cannot drag the start. The reason this is because if you've played the game, you always start at the same position where you ended the previous level. So that's why you can't drag this. So I can start building my level around here. Maybe I would like to go down this time and do something like this. Okay, so now I'm going to, I consider this level finished. I'm going to save it. And it's going to take a really long time again for some reason, even though it shouldn't. Ordinarily, that should be instantaneous. So now I would like to try something out here. I'm going to click this to go back to my other level, because maybe I've realized that there's something wrong with it. Okay, so what is wrong with this level? I wanted to put some stuff here. That's what's wrong. Okay, so I moved to the next level. All right, that's the next level I made. I'm just going to go back to make sure everything's saved, and it did not. This is because I didn't actually save my level. So I'm going to make the change again and save it, so now it'll actually be saved this time. And once again, I will fix this later. So it's saved. And now you realize that you actually can't drag the goal in this level. This, once again, has to do with the fact that you start at that point in the next level. So once you save this level, and you don't have this level, and you have this level all completed, then it wouldn't make sense to drag the goal, because then this saved level has this as the starting point, which isn't good. So we could test this level now. I'm going to test it from this starting level here, level 2. And this time I'm actually going to touch the goal, and when I do that, I'll just go back to the editor. Whereas if I clicked this, then I'm going to start from level 1. And if I touch the goal here, I'm actually just going to go straight to level 2. So now let us suppose that I actually made a mistake in this level, and I really didn't want the goal right there. I instead wanted it maybe down here. So like I said, you can't move this goal, unfortunately. The only way you can do that is if this level is not saved. But I did make a way for you to work around this. Perhaps you don't like this level anymore. This button up here will delete your level, and I believe will automatically save the deletion. So what this does, what this is useful for is you will be able to go back and actually move this goal, because there is no longer a level saved here where you start at that position. So only use this if you are confident that you don't want this level anymore. But I'm going to use it because I'm confident I don't want this level anymore. So I deleted the level, and if I go over here, then I start from a new level, and I can make a new level. You can only use this, I believe, on levels, like the last level of any given world that you're currently making. So if I wanted to delete this first level while having made level 2, I couldn't do that. So, but I can now drag the goal again, which is what I wanted. So I'm going to move it down here, and I'm going to save so it saves. And once again, it shouldn't take this long. Okay, it was saved to memory. What else do I have to talk about? Well, I also wanted to make sure, because I actually don't want to work with this torus. I want to work with Klein bottle. So I can actually click this, and it will change the background for me and everything like that. Once you test the level, the physics will appear. And also, I didn't make it where if you change the world, you have to save. You don't have to save, but I mean, you know, it's always good to save every so often. So I'm going to change it to this, because I know my level is still going to be possible like this. And I'm going to move to the next level, and I'm going to make it so that you can go down there, and then you can appear up here. And this will be a really cool level, because it showcases the idea of behind the Klein bottle. So I'll save it, and it'll take a while. Great. What else have I done? So there's another icon here, this paint bucket icon here. So I'm going to make a new level. This paint bucket icon just fills the entire level with all the tiles that you have currently selected whenever possible. So it can't place over the start or the goal. But you can do that for anything. You can do it for like one of these tiles. You can even do it for the empty tile, in which case it just doubles as a trash can. So I can maybe start off with these tiles. Maybe I want to make like a little cave level. So I'm going to move that down here. I'm going to make these like that. Actually, I don't want that, so I'm going to make it like this more likely. Up here, put some stuff here. That's my level. Great. So I've made my level. And I'm going to go back. And now, once again, you can see that I can't delete level 2. This is because I have not been able, that's because level 3 is the last level, the last saved level now. So actually, I want to change something. So you can't delete you can only delete the last saved level. That's how it works. And you can't move the start and goal. You can't move the goal if it's not the last level and you have other levels made. And you can't move the start if it's not the first level and you have other levels made. So it's pretty much everything. You have to be careful with saving, with changing the background, because your level might not be possible anymore. Because remember, the real projective plane has physics that are slightly and somewhat different from the other ones. So I can't actually go up here because that would require me to have these blocks down here emptied. And I can't really move this way because that would require me to have these ones emptied. So if you change a world, be sure that it's actually going to be possible. But of course, you can change the blocks later. So I'm switching back to the Klein bottle, and I'm going to test this from the beginning to make sure it works. So the Klein bottle, the sides of the Klein bottle worked similarly to that of the torus, so I shouldn't have any worries here. Alrighty, and since I know how the Klein bottle works, I should fall straight to this goal. And then, oh, my directions are backwards because that's how the Klein bottle works. And then I should be able to jump up here. Am I not jumping up here? Oh, I forgot. Yes, that's how the Klein bottle works, because I'm trying to jump down here, but that's not supposed to happen. Good thing I play tested my level. So I'm going to have to edit this a little bit. Maybe I'll move the goal over here this time, and I will empty this stuff out. So now I'm going to save this, and I'll fix this later. All right, so I'm just going to play test this level because this one's the only one I know doesn't work or might not work. So we're play testing it again. All right, now I can jump up there and everything is good to go. So I'm going to make a new level and I'm actually going to showcase something. Let's see here. I want to think about if actually I'll just start making a new level. You can make a maximum of 10 levels. I know the game actually has a maximum of 30, but I restricted it to 10 just so the save codes won't be as long because they're already pretty long. So let us suppose I wanted to make a level in the real projective plane. And the way to beat this level is to go up here by moving towards the side. That's how I will suspect it works. So once you actually finish that level, you'll be upside down. And finishing levels will preserve your direction. So you will start this next level upside down as well. So I'm thinking for my level, I want you to be able to start here and then climb these stairs to make it to the next area. So you have to kind of climb up here. I think you might be able to do that, and then this will just be blocked off. And that's my next level. And this is okay because I'm starting upside down. And if I was starting right side up, then I would just fall down here and it would be really easy. But that's part of the problem. That's part of the problem that you have to think about and carefully consider when making a level. Because when you start a level, unfortunately, you will have to start always right side up. So that's why this isn't as cool as I want it to be. However, if I start from the previous level, then when I finish this, I will eventually end upside down, and everything will work out the way I want it to, right? I'm upside down now, I touch the goal, and I'm actually going to start upside down on this level so I can do it as intended. So just keep that in mind when making the level. Now, once again, this actually doesn't work because my level 1 here is not actually possible in the real projective plane, so I'll switch back to the Klein bottle. And then that will make this level not possible, so I want to delete it. Oh, but I can't because there's another saved level right here. So I have to delete this one first, and then I have to delete this one. That's what you have to do. So, there you go. Now I'm going to save this level because you can never save too much. And I'll fix this later. So I think I'm done with my level. I'm pretty sure this works now. And I talked about all the buttons, so I think I'm ready to save my level. This is the last one to deal with. This is my save button, and it shows you a list. If you're on a computer, you can triple click this one here, or double click. Double clicking seems to work, but whatever. You can click it, and then you can copy the code. And once I actually make a forum topic, you can put it in this forum topic right here. On mobile, I think you should just be able to hold this entire list and copy it. I didn't use any weird symbols. The string only contains letters and numbers. So I think you should be able to hold it, and you can copy the entire thing. Then you can tap down here to go back to your level editor. So I've copied it, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paste it somewhere. I don't really have a good place to paste it, but I'll just click the green flag, and let's suppose that I pasted it somewhere and I'd like to play it now. Well, first I think, oh, maybe there's something I forgot to add. So I'm just going to paste the code below in Edit World. It'll probably take a long time to load, which shouldn't. It should not take a long time to load, because ideally that's how I've made the game. Usually if it takes a long time to load, then you've added the wrong code, which isn't ideal because, then you don't really know what's going on. So I'm just going to wait a couple seconds here to see if it actually is taking a long time to load or if it just registers this as an invalid code. Okay, so it actually worked. It just took a really long time. I don't think it should take that long of a time. I'm not sure what's going on, so I really hope I can fix that by tomorrow. But the point is that my level is now loaded. It is exactly the same as what I expect, because that's what I just made. Is there a fourth level? Of course there isn't, because I didn't make one. So now I'm going to click the green flag again, and I'm going to go over to play level, or play world, and now I'm actually going to play it. And I wonder if this will take a really long time to load. Yeah, it probably will. So, yeah, when making this game, there were some issues that made things take a really long time to load. I almost wonder if this is taking a long time to load because I'm recording while I'm doing this, but that doesn't make any sense. So I'm hoping that it doesn't take this long to load once I finally release the game. Whatever it is, I should make sure I can find a way. Oh, it's the thumbnail. I know that. It's the thumbnail that's doing this. I have to change something about the thumbnail because it's running a forever block right now. Okay, but here's my level. Yeah, there's some screw-ups with my recording due to this long pause, but I'm not going to redo it because I already did a bunch of stuff. And plus, now you know more about how the game works. Okay, so this is cool. We're in the Klein bottle. I'm playing the level I made. And this is what other people can see when they type in your level code. All right, now this is just a nice little twist. You notice the goal is a little different. That's because I just wanted to mimic it like the end of the worlds in the real game. So you touch this, it'll give you a neat little topology that's unique to the level editor. It's not the most thrilling one, but it's still cool. And I mean, for the thrilling ones, you can play the real game. Anyway, I believe that is all that I have to say about the level editor. I'm really proud of it, and as difficult as it was to make, and as sure as I am as I'm not going to make another level editor again, that might not be true, but who knows, I'm really glad how it turned out, and I hope this video made some more sense about how the level editor works. So go ahead and make your own levels, and I hope you have fun while doing it. I look forward to seeing what you guys make.